The following podcast contains opinion and commentary protected under the First Amendment and fair use, as well as public records and freedom of information laws. The content may include adult themes, adult concepts, and adult language not suitable for all audiences. For the safety of all, no viewer should ever engage with, interact with, seek out, or contact in any way persons being discussed, including those under criminal prosecution, and especially those that state,
"It's not like I've gone and killed somebody!"
Viewer discretion is advised.
We've got the best seats way up high, where the egos fall and the jokes can fly. We've seen it all, the triumphs, the flops, and we'll clap real slow when the curtain drops. We love the drama, crave the show, but darling, someone's gotta let them know we're two snarky gay bitches, serving truth from the start, with a wink, a drink, and no filter at all. From curtain rise to curtain call, we'll roast your face, we'll drag them all. Two snarky gay bitches, and we're having a ball. Your monologue's tragic, your timing's a wreck, your costume's screaming, ooh, cut the check. But don't be bitter, we tease with love, we heckle like angels from up above. We're not mean, we're just observant, seasoned, shady, and a bit subversive. If honesty hurts, then fetch the gauze. We're critics, darling, not Santa Claus. We're two snarky gay bitches, high on sass and applause. When the spotlight fades, we'll still steal the cause. So if you're brave, come take the stage, but don't act shocked when we engage. Two snarky gay bitches. Cue the laughter, cue the claws.
My meat.
Honk my meat.
Okay.
Honk my meat.
Honk. Honk my meat.
There you go.
Welcome, everyone, back to my channel. Welcome to your favorite cubbyhole on the internet. Yes, we are a little, but still growing little cubbyhole. I don't know how it happens. Despite all my best intentions to stay under the radar. Yes. Is it the radar? I think maybe it's the gaydar. It depends on the day. It depends on who's targeting me. We're growing still. And I blame it on this guy. I blame it on this guy too. He can't help himself. Because there are, in fact, two snarky gay bitches, at least today.
Yes. At least
today.
At least at least to get started anyway. I'm not wandering around doing some crazy shit this time.
And as far as I'm aware, we're the only two snarky gay bitches that dedicate ourselves to topics such as this.
I'm just here for the sideshow. You dedicate more of your life to this than I do, although I'm now sucked into the whirlwind that is.
Sideshow daddy. Sideshow dad. Maybe you need to change your name.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Well, it's better than being Freak Show Daddy, which might apply to David Gingras, maybe. In my opinion.
Well, if I'm going to be classed with that, then no. I'll hard pass. Thank you.
Yeah, hard pass. He's been busy. I was getting worried. I was getting so concerned. It had been almost exactly 7 days since his last word vomit on the Gingras Law Office blog. I was getting worried that someone, not I, because apparently these sorts of things are nefarious. I was worried someone was going to have to call in a wellness check for that guy.
Oh, no.
It was silent. It was radio silent since the 23rd. if I'm not
7
mistaken.
days and not 7 minutes, like some days,
I know.
where he's just
Well,
like word vomits everywhere.
Some have opined that it's whether or not he's inebriated or not. I don't know if that's true or not. I can't see into his house, and I wouldn't want to, even if I could.
That sounds
We
gross.
don't want to. I know.
No.
It is gross. But he's surfaced again. He has made 2 postings today alone, one of which I've read, the other I skimmed through quickly, and I went, eh. There's one filing that's of interest to me in the causality of everything he's going through, on top of the 14 felony indictments of his client that he just can't seem to let go. But we'll get to all that in but a moment. I'm going to say hi to some people. Hi, Wallace. Good to see you. I've been very active on all the other streams lately. Don't tell anybody, but I get more done at work when I'm also sort of side chatting in the lives, and we're just having a good old time. I was chatting to the 2 lovely ladies, True Crime and Wine. Llama and Buffy are the hosts there, and they leave no stones unturned, and they leave no punches pulled. Nice to see you, Paw Print.
Good.
Welcome in. Cousin Alex is here too. Nice to see you, Cousin Alex. Cousin Alex is expecting. That was the last news last time. So I don't think I'm telling tales out of school. Becca has thoughts. Nice to see you. And boy, do we have thoughts tonight. We've got a few thoughts. Some that scare the living hell out of me. Robin's here. Hi, everybody. Good to see you all. Let's see. Buffy Bot is here. Hi, Buffy. Oh, my goodness. Rachel Taylor is here. Honk my meat. Yes, that is going to become a staple. Danny is here as well. Nice to see you, Danny. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the hype button. We have a hype button. We have a hype button. The benefits of monetizing. I wanted nothing else other than to have the hype button. I'm like, what do I have to do to get that damn thing? Oh, you have to do all the
you're
things
sold
that
to the
have to be
YouTube
monetized.
devil?
I did, and I received paperwork from them earlier this week, which I have inputted appropriately, and we'll see what happens next. It's quite a convoluted process. Why anyone does anything towards monetization when you get a measly 60%, it dumbfounds me. Unless you're huge, it seems like it's pocket change.
I think that's why most
all these
places
wonderful
have
super chats. What?
Well, I think it's the sponsorships that really pull those dollars in, and those are the ones that I very quickly find the fast forward button for, because no, VPN is not going to keep you safe and private on the internet, no matter how much some blabberhead up on the screen tells you so.
I know. Well, everyone's got their plug and their grift. We're still refining ours because, Tug, that umbrella guy said this. What's the harm in monetizing stupid? And I absolutely agree with that guy. It's like, why am I leaving my words unmonetized when I can capitalize on other people's stupid? I mean, it's America, for heaven's sake. And we live in the world of capitalism. Why should I not be able to capitalize on other people's stupidity by talking about it? So it's just more
may as well and get some entertainment out of it in the beginning, in the meantime. So whatever.
Exactly. Cousin Alex says, can Honk My Meat be a guest someday? If Honk My Meat wants to be on this show, I will welcome them. No questions asked. They will have to use a real voice, or at least be very entertaining with a voice mod. I won't necessarily require them to be on camera, unless it turns out they're Laura Owens or something, and it's just, another ruse. Because, there's so many aliases for Laura Owens. We've had a couple in my comments and chat section, at least the comments, for sure. Both, I'm quite sure, it's my opinion at least. And if I were to need a subpoena to YouTube to prove it, I think I could get some discovery. I'm quite certain that both David and Laura both have entered my chats on occasion, shall we say. We've discussed that in the past. Let's not bore that any further. Rachel Taylor, oh, good to see you, Rachel. Dynamic gay duo, thanks so much, Rachel. And even, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the illustrious Bacon Bears in the chat. Yes, she is here. Oh my goodness. Bacon Bears.
That crowd is very excited to hear
I know.
Welcome Bacon Bears.
She's incredible. Bacon Bears is threatening to have an interview with me and or us.
Oh.
We haven't made those details official yet, but Bacon Bears is very welcome to stick me a DM. My email is in my community tab. So Bacon Bears wants to go further with that line of thinking. What?
I thought you were going somewhere completely different at the one moment there when you started saying something
No,
about sticking something somewhere, and I'm like,
stop.
what?
Stop it. It's not Friday night yet. Stop it.
Oh, damn. Well, it's Friday Eve, okay? So
This
as
is
soon as
not
I
an
finish
episode.
my chocolate milk, I'm going to my adult beverage.
Is that what that is?
Sort of. It's a protein shake,
Oh, it's
watered
your
down with
fancy
protein.
chocolate milk. I'm all
Yes.
out of that stuff. It's so damn expensive. I
Well,
regret it. No, this is not an episode of Love Trapped where we gloat about 2 shots to the tonsils. Okay, it's not Friday night yet. We'll talk about a little bit of Love Trapped also momentarily. So let's see. Danny says, oops, did you want me to stop promoting you? No. Why would I want you to stop promoting me? For Christ's sake. Because my reach may be small, but I've absolutely been advertising our lovely... Well, thank you. Thank you, Danny. That's sweet of you. I know. My reputation is starting to precede me.
Oh, and by the
Just a little
way,
bit.
we have got a super chat
Oh, my God.
already, right out of the gate.
And Rosalind Duke. Rosalind Duke is in the chat.
Awesome.
My star is slowly ascending. And that is not an astrological joke, because if Robin's also in the chat, I don't want her I'm talking about our psychic girlfriend. She's fun. I like Robin. She's a hoot to listen to and get another, shall we say, metaphysical take on the same damn stuff. So let's see. Thank you so much, Rosalind, for the $4.99. Because we live in inflationary times, we can't even round up to $5. Isn't that sad? And then YouTube takes 30% on top of that. So who are we really kidding? Honk honk, says Rosalind Duke. Well, honk honk back. And if we were sitting on Llama's couch, it would have to be Rosalind Duke Tits, because everyone was getting the name Tits added on True Crime and Wine Time. It didn't work for me. Echo's Tits, it doesn't have the same quality. It doesn't.
Yeah. They're just cheap daddy tits. I don't know.
I know. What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
We just got to roll with it.
Just like No Thanks MK, we were making some jokes in someone's live. I can't remember who now because I've been in so many lately. We were stupid picking the long names that don't really work with anything. I'm like, yeah, I know. I wasn't expecting to pivot my content when I went with that. I was pretty firmly... I should have learned. After 3, or was it 4? 1, 2, 3. This would have been the 4th attempt to do post-Mormon content and think I could hang on to it. I should have figured that out after the 3rd try. And no, stop it. Stop it. Let it go. I get bored with Mormon content eventually. Well, that's what happens.
Because it's the same shit, just skinned over a different way with a different old white raisin that's up in the tower trying to do whatever they do.
Yeah. See, South Florida Thrifter is also here. Hi, Echoes. Hi, South Florida Thrifter. Good to see you. See, is anybody else? And Jeep Padre. See, that could be your
Jeep
other
Padre.
thing. That could be your other thing. Oh, Rosalind says I'll hop all over that hype button. Well, just hop carefully. I don't know how sticky it is with everybody using it. You just be careful. Wash afterwards, I would say.
Yes.
All right. Wash up, Rosalind. Really wash up. I don't know. I don't know who the janitors are anymore. Oh, God. See, Buffy says there's a blood oath and a firstborn offering to get the hype button. That's only if you have endorsed by non-consensual agreement Llama's subscriber contract she was talking about today. I have to be careful when I'm at work. I had 8.5 hours of content listening going today at work, and I have to stifle my giggles a little bit because I get dirty looks and people wonder what I'm doing.
Oh, well. I
mean, it's fine when the machines are running. I just kind of giggle as much as I want, but that's not all. I have to be careful because I never know when those machines are going to get shut off. And, last thing I need to be doing is hearing some sort of weird, gross joke Just J Hip is saying, and I'm guffawing in the corner and the loud noises stop and I'm still going. That would be embarrassing. That would be
maybe, but knowing your coworkers, or at least, some of them anyway, they have no room to criticize what they do during the day with their own content consumption.
Becca has thoughts of cubby tits.
Cubby tits.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
you might have to take that one under consideration.
Bacon says sanitize. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Get out those Lysol hankies, that come in the big jug and go to town. That's what Laura Owens could use in the casita, in my not so humble opinion. Based upon what we see about that, I might need the long story too, Bacon Bears. Yeah, Rosalind says, I just like sticky, especially in my boots. Don't ask. Long story short, as long as it doesn't involve Jay. Please, for the love of God, don't involve Jay. Oh, my God. Buffy says it had nothing to do with that contract. Who doesn't like tits? Tits are funny. Some tits are funny. Some tits are as serious as a seizure. And then there's the comic ones that are just like, party favors. Takes all kinds.
I haven't really studied tits, to be honest. That's really never really been my bag.
Already? You haven't even had your first one yet. You're still working on it.
I'm not far in. I'm trying.
Oh my God! Already. Okay.
And
well, I know.
Speaking of just a quick shout out to Wallace. Thank you very much for that comment on my little text rant on my own page there when I was coming back from my adventures and my Jeep was filthy. Yes,
I'm missing out on something.
Oh yeah, I posted a photo of my very filthy Jeep after some adventures last week and this weekend, past weekend.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
Yes, and
I
Wallace
didn't look to see if you have any video, but I did see the picture.
Yeah, the video's in the can. It's I've got one of a walk around of the Jeep right before I put it into the wash, so it's like that's got to get up there.
Before and after.
There's actually no after right now, but I've got some of this really nice trail video of me splashing around and bouncing around for this recovery course, which is really nice.
Well, you could do sort of, what is that? A time lapse thing like Willy Wonka?
I could.
You go in and you come out. That could be fun.
They could. If I had YouTube type patience and money to make good YouTube content, I would actually do that. But unfortunately, my fans, your fans, our fans are stuck with the crap that I'm going to end up putting up on there. That's kind of just me doing what I do and ranting about people leaving trash all over the place.
Well, why not? I mean, call them out for their shit, right?
Absolutely.
Quite literally. Because they leave it all behind, including that.
Yep.
Cousin Alex says, I'm getting new tits after the bebe. I'm told that happens. Yeah. And I just hope it all, is smooth sailing. Pregnancy is no fun. I've known too many people that decided to do that kind of thing. And, it's all exciting at first. And it's like, oh, God, can we just get this thing over with after, month number 9? Or in my poor sister's case, 2 C-sections. And they said after the second one, no more, lady. So my sister only had 2 and stopped there. Oh, let's see. What else? Cracked Pepper, MDLY. Made it. Yay. Welcome. Glad you could make it too. South Florida Thrifter says the tits are useless against the Jeep Daddy. Foiled again.
I'm sorry, South Florida. It is true. However, I could be foiled depending on some certain YouTube lawyer comments talking about his boxer briefs or other.
There's other people talking about how desirable Omar is. Who was it? There was someone else, I think it was in chat, who said they were a straight guy and said, yeah, I'm not going to lie, Omar's kind of dreamy too. Like, you might need to explore that a little more if you are in fact a straight guy. In fact. So, lots of people just kind of oogle poor Omar, the poor guy. Oh my God, I almost read that as Frankie tits. Oh, Jesus. See what I've done? Frankie, is that itis? What does that say? Frankie, whatever. That word is trashy. Which word? We have plenty of trashy words here. Actually, speaking of trashy words, we haven't used this in a while. We have not used this in a while.
Mine's upstairs. Oh my God.
I need this as an app, I swear. Okay, I'll do that one. I'm not even going to look, and then I'll go.
Don't look.
That one. Oh. Well, that kind of works. Today's trashy word. Oh, don't lose it. Is Gina flaps. From
Lol.
Creative Cursing. Everyone should have that on their desk.
They should.
It actually said something else, but I lost the one page. It's okay.
I use it at work because there's some people that occasionally need to hear the output of that book because they're
Other than
acting
your
exactly like.
manager?
Well, my media manager is fine, but
Yeah, I would imagine you exchange those words a lot.
other people
Yeah,
need to be further up the chain. I've got lots of creative names that I kind of just, I don't know. Let's
you
see,
file them away.
which one did I call the local one? I called her a shit snake because she is a snake of the worst kind and gathers all sorts of information and whispers it into the ears of people and then tries to manipulate people to like her and shit on other people. And so she is a shit snake.
That works. That works.
Yep.
Roslyn also says, no, Jay has never been near my boots. Are we talking about, okay. This is going to get sticky very, very quick. We were talking about tits and things, and now we're talking about boots, which is too close to boobs. I'm going to blunder all over it. It's just the way it's going to be. Is this
going to be like a tits and boobs episode? Like, what the heck?
We have not had one, so it's about goddamn time.
Well, I don't. What am I going to contribute then?
I don't know.
No.
I mean, what am I going to contribute there? But sticky boots happens a lot. That's why I don't go out much. Yeah, I mean, the world is dangerous and sticky. It's just facts,
It is.
right?
Facts.
Oh, let's see. Number one Arrow fan, Jeep Daddy, you could have made your protein drink a cocktail. Combine both. See, he
it's
knows.
true. Maybe I need to experiment a little bit with like the base of the chocolate and drink, and then like put some Kahlua or Bailey's or something and mix that there, and like then I don't feel as guilty about. I don't know, something. I don't know. We figure it out.
Frankie's going to give us the introductory guilt of my kingdom for chapter markers so I can know when you're actually discussing something remotely related to the subject in the title. That's the benefit of getting us live. You don't get that. So, you can always join the replay crew if you just can't stand the live banter, because that's just what we're wont to do for at least the first however long it goes. I know everyone wants to know if Laura Owens has taken a plea. Well, I'll give you the short answer in the first 22 minutes and 52 seconds. No, as far as we know, she hasn't. There's been no news, but we do have hints. We have hints of what the plea deal entails. So we'll get to that. Yeah, I'm just saying hello to everybody. I mean, tough titties. It's not like I don't say hello to them all day when we're in everyone else's life. I see someone saying Omar. Is he actually here? Did we manifest Omar?
Did we summon
SFT just saying it? Okay, maybe it's just being said. Alex is saying, "Am I the only one who is disappointed in Omar?" I don't know. I know there are other people, Alex, that can't stand Omar. That's personal prerogative, but I'm okay with Omar. I think he's at least a far more decent guy in person and, dare I say, professional than a certain douche canoe.
Fucking douche canoe.
We'll talk about douche canoe there too. Buffy says blame Llama. I would blame Llama too. I mean, why not? Like, what's taking so long with the MM shit? What's taking so long is that Laura Owens has filed an appeal. So until that gets resolved and Laura files her brief, which is being held, she just filed for extension for 62 more days. We talked about that last episode, so you may want to go back and review that one. There's not much for Omar to do, because what he's going to have to do now is, rather than just keep filing for fees, is the fees are going to increase because Laura Owens has a pending appeal. And Omar can't do much until that appeal brief is filed and that gets moving. So I wouldn't rake the guy over the coals too much. I know there's a guy with a sort of, shall we say, Latino-sounding name that likes to troll other people's lives and absolutely rag on Omar and say Omar's a fraud and it shouldn't cost $90,000 to represent somebody and all this shit. Some people know who I'm talking about because I've had to deal with him. I booted him because it's just like, I don't need that shit. You can have your opinions about what you want, but if you're going to spend your entire time in my chats and my live just absolutely raking a guy who's trying to do his best and he's not going to get paid because Laura Owens has no money. I mean, I don't blame the guy. He did it as a risk. I mean, Omar could have left Mike in the dust. But we're glad he didn't, because Mike Murchine is a good guy. He deserves reasonable representation. Omar made sense because Omar at least knew the story for the most part. He had to get caught up a little bit because there's so much. But who else would he have gone to who knew anything about Laura Owens and what she's capable of? Nobody. He would have had to start from scratch, and it probably would have cost him another $400,000. So, I mean, we can cut the guy a little bit of a break. At least I'm willing to. Do what you will. You're your own person. You can have your own informed thoughts, I suppose. So there's that. I mean, what? How do you manage it and try and be cheap about it? Lawyering is expensive. I mean, we could all say, well, their cost of living is just too frivolous. Well, okay, fine. That's an argument that could be made. Oh, they shouldn't cost $500 an hour. Sure, fine. I mean, if I had a doctorate, I would love to charge $600 an hour too. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
What's tea? Let's see. Pro tip: cocktail smoothies. It's dinner and a cocktail. From Rosalind's ears to your lips. Rosalind's lips to your lips. Rosalind's fingers to your lips. That's more accurate. Rather, okay. I think she filed an extension to the appeal. Yes, she filed to have more time to file her appellate brief. So there it is. Alex says, okay, Stan corrected it. Almost fine. He is until proven otherwise. David the douche canoe, I will not reserve any recriminations. I'm trying to find an R word. Sounds like Dingus is using an anonymous account. Yeah, he has before. He has at least, one that I know of now. I'm most likely two. See, Danny says he forfeited a vacation when she ducked the first court date too. Yeah, that was kind of douchey. Because he had to be in court twice because Laura Owens never showed up the first time and the second time. I mean, she zoomed in the first time and blah, 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 blah. If you don't know those stories, folks, you need to get caught up. I'm sure Buffy and Llama will be getting there eventually, maybe in the next week or so. So you have a chance. I think Bacon's getting close to getting caught up too. I love it. It's fun watching all these people get caught up and to see how they get there. And how ironic that people entirely new to this whole thing are all reaching the same conclusion. Laura Owens is a lying liar who lies. She's a scumbag. And so is her last civil attorney or family, whatever the hell he's calling himself. Free speech attorney, law, internet lawyer, whatever the hell he is. I'm not even sure anymore.
That's not the Lavacas group, or that's Dipshit's attorney, but not Laura's.
Wait, what?
Who's the one that we've read a couple of those blathering on
Omar?
PDFs? No. Wait, what are you talking about?
You've lost me entirely.
You're welcome.
Have sip more. Sip more. You're not there yet.
Shut up. Let's get on with it.
This is not an endorsement for public alcoholism or enjoying it to excess beyond the responsible limit of enjoying such adult beverages. There's my disclaimer.
I'm not out in public, so don't need it.
Are you talking about Randazza, Dipshit's?
Yes, yes. Thank you, Rosalind.
Yeah. Douche Canoe talks about him a little bit in all his blog blatherings today. They're kind of patting themselves on the back already. Oh, they're going to hear our anti-slap. We're going to win. We're going to win. He's shooting his wad a little prematurely, like Dr. Medchill says, he's already dribbling before he shoots.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it when it's me.
Some men do that without and brag how good and awesome and long they are, and 3-pump chump. Now, I took that big ass PDF and I tossed it into the AIs, and I was like,
"Ooh,
can you?"
The 144 pages?
Yes, I did.
Oh, sweet
I
Jesus.
did do that. And I was like, is there anything in here about anti-slap or slap or anything along those lines?
I don't get it at all.
Nope, none.
But there is a court response to some of that nonsense already, which we'll get to. Okay, should I not delay this any further other than to say hi to Deb Peterson, who says it's fun watching people who are new to all this learn all the details. Amen, Deb. Amen. Mm-hmm. And when they get into it, like Bacon has, and the dramatic readings, and we have
the Laura Owens voice, and we're reading the dirty emails.
That's the best part. That's the best part. Lately, I feel like reading Laura Owens.
You're a little more like this For your honor, Michael Maricini strangled me while we were having sex.
I don't know. Sometimes
Look,
the absurdity factor.
I'd much
you
rather
gotta
hear
weigh.
that than yeah.
Yeah, I
Her
want one I can
actual
adjust.
voice, yeah.
I want one I can go between the two. I want a knob so I can kind of, modulate from one to the other.
Yeah.
I want that. I don't know how to
You're
do that.
smart in those sorts of ways. Figure that out.
Well, I don't think, despite how expensive this piece of technology does, it lets me do that kind of voice model shaping. There's no pitch control in the voice thing that you can do in real time. It's a preset. Or if there's a way to do it, I don't know how yet.
Probably need another $600 piece of equipment. That's how all this shit tends to go.
And Buffy says, and Buffy does a great job playing Laura Owens too, by the way. Buffy says, haha, I just play her as a dingbat. That works. That works because it's accurate. I mean, I don't want to play on stereotypes too much, but you look at Laura's hair color and go, what? Yeah. Laura could use some highlights. I think it would help. Anyhow, all right. Golly, chat is just going tonight. Trish Jax's mom. Good to see you, Trish Jax's mom. I've heard that the dribble thing happens a lot when men get older. I'm old, so I can talk. Maybe I'm not old enough yet. I will neither confirm or deny. Rosalind says, voice mod hates me. That's why I wore out Jay. You just goose Jay and he's good enough for a voice mod. You'll even get the squeak noise too. Man, that's bad. Although I was listening to Rosalind and Jay earlier today, and I was like, gosh, Jay sounds tired. I think he spent too much of his evening playing with trains. He wasn't quite so peppy today. That's okay. And I don't use voice mod for everything, Rosalind. I've got a choice of Stream Deck things and a lot of Rodecaster Pro 2 things. So I've got buttons all over. We've got buttons up the yin-yang here in my tiny cubby hole. It takes up most of my desk. But it adds to the enjoyment. I need to get some more music backing tracks like Bacon Bears has. So, on top of the demonic Laura Owens voice, we can have sort of that creepy music box kind of thing just to add another level of intrigue. And I need more. I need a lighting designer here or something. We've got to work on this over here. My little LED strip.
How do you light how do you light design a 2 foot by 2 foot square?
Well, I know. See, this is the problem. How do you light a cubbyhole? I'm not going to get just one of those little click lights, like you put in your pantry. I mean, Jesus, that's practically what this thing is over here. You just slap it and it changes colors.
Yeah.
Well,
you could slap other things and they change color too.
That's true.
This isn't Friday night.
You slap them hard enough, they turn off.
It's not the red light district by Jeep Daddy here tonight, so.
I know. Well, let's get to it. Now that we've officially delayed by half an hour to piss off the people that don't want me just to get to it right in the first 5 seconds, God forbid we have a little fun.
Oh, yes, I know. Sour
for nearly 2 years. God forbid I piss off a Redditor who wants just give it to me now, God damn it. I want my information right up front. I would say then you need to work on your love life too, because if you're so dependent on instant gratification, I would say you've got lots of problems, but that's just me being petty. Rosalind says, insert chapter marker here. Yeah, if that's how YouTube works, I'll believe you on that. So yes, while we do not have an official statement of where the plea deal is tonight, regrettably, good, that works. We do have some insight about the content of the plea deal, which, while Clayton does not read verbatim, he gives us some insight to in the latest episode of Love Trapped. So I'm going to play a little bit of an excerpt from Love Trapped episode 11. It's second to last one, folks. There's only one more Love Trapped left, and I'm going to be sad because I want more. I want this to be like a daily thing. And if I were friends with Stephanie Young, like so many other content creators, I'd like, Stephanie, can you just keep going and just show up on our shows? That would be what I ask. But I don't have besties quite like that. I'm a small channel. What can I say? So here we go. Here's a little bit of this. Hopefully all the audio works if we've hit all the buttons properly. And Jeep Daddy will scream at me if I don't, and I'll ignore his please.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Very difficult, if not impossible, for that to happen.
Yeah. Okay.
In April 2026, after Laura's bankruptcy was dismissed, her former attorney, David Gingras, posted a video on his blog. It's just Gingras this time, no Laura.
A lot of people don't realize this, but when you file bankruptcy, or whether you do or don't file bankruptcy, courts cannot make people pay money they don't have.
We'll talk about
in America, we
first.
used to have, I don't even know the history of it, but I think in England, other countries, they had something called debtors' prisons. So if you incurred a debt and you refused to pay it, even if you just didn't have the money because you're broke, they would throw you in jail and basically make you work off your debt.
UK, David.
We don't have debtors' prisons in America. If you are ordered to pay $1 billion to somebody in damages, and if you don't have the money, you're never going to have to pay it. They don't put you in jail. There's no consequence for being broke. So Laura's not going to be.
I don't disagree. I do disagree with that. I do not agree with that. Because this is why we have things like liens against people's property and houses and things.
Yeah.
And why we can garnish people's wages and incomes.
Yeah, we don't. And in my opinion, we do have debtor's prison. It just isn't called that.
Yeah, and it's not physically throwing you into a physical place.
Not right out of the gate, but I mean, like, you can eventually be like, if you can't pay fines because like you're behind in your bills or overdrawn in your accounts or something, like, yeah, you can get thrown in jail for being poor. So it's just not called debtor's prison exactly, but you stitch 1 and 2 together, David, dumbass. You can probably figure out that it's there.
I don't know what his tactic is other than to try and piss people off. That Laura Owens is never going to get, Clayton's not going to get his pound of flesh out of Laura Owens. I don't think that's done yet, quite frankly, because now she's not protected by bankruptcy, so he can go after her any which way he wants. He can. So it's my opinion that David is just flat out lying. But how is that anything new? Well, I'm really not here to talk about him and the bankruptcy. I'm
paying Clayton anything as a result of her bankruptcy being dismissed. She doesn't have the money to pay him. He's welcome to go chasing after that. He tried to already. So what can you do? Nothing.
Yeah, no, bullshit.
Clayton hasn't let it go. He's still holding out hope that he'll get the court-ordered repayment from Laura Owens. But this isn't the end of the story.
No, this is
There's
what we
one
want.
more twist.
All new tonight, Laura Owens could take a plea deal instead of going to trial.
35-year-old Laura Owens back in court, this time discussing a possible plea deal on the table.
The Maricopa County Attorney's Office won't discuss the terms of that plea deal with us, but during a pre-trial conference this morning, Owens' attorney confirmed a plea deal has been extended.
Ooh,
in February 2020.
Tell us more. Tell us more, Stephanie. We want to know. We want to know. I want to see. Sorry,
show me.
That's a bad Indiana Jones reference.
6. The state of Arizona offered Laura Owens a plea deal for the 14 felonies. Accepting the plea would likely mean a more lenient sentence if she admits to guilt on at least some of the charges. The exact terms of the plea aren't public, but I called Clayton to see what he's able to share.
We want to know. Okay, sorry.
As a victim, I have been told what the plea is, and without saying too much, I'll just tell you that I'm not happy with it. For me, what I want to see is Laura face prison time.
It leaves one huge question hanging in the air. Will Laura take responsibility or head to trial and fight to prove her innocence? We've caught you up to the biggest cliffhanger in this entire story. And it's happening in real time. Because that plea deal, it's currently set to expire the same day this episode comes out, Thursday, April 30th.
So with that, I wait, we wait, and judgment time is coming. But as far as what happens to Laura, only time will tell.
Okay, that's enough of that. So I think that's very insightful. I mean, we knew Clayton knew the plea because he's a victim. So his disappointment that he wants to see jail time and not saying that there is, suggests to me there is not, in fact, jail time in the plea deal.
That's
how I read
good
that, because
point.
he was disappointed because he wants to see jail time, which telegraphs to me the plea deal does not contain jail time. It probably has something like probation or deferred sentencing would be my other hunch. So, I mean, people have called this. I've called it. It's like, this is a sweetheart deal. If she doesn't take it, she's stupid.
Yeah, no kidding.
But can she fight that conflict of, I can't be wrong, I can't be wrong, I can't admit guilt, I can't be wrong, or not going to trial and going to prison? Because based on all the evidence I've seen in the charging documents, all the report for the criminal side of things, I don't see how that could be anything but a guilty verdict. I just don't. There's too much there. And it's not just text messages and emails. It is tangible physical evidence. They've got evidence of her not only doctoring things, they've got evidence of her ordering HCG injectables, and they've got evidence of her. I mean, we've got it's just so voluminous. It's so voluminous. I would say it's beyond a shadow of any doubt, based on the evidence I know of. I know I'm biased.
Sure, but I mean, you along with a lot of people have gone over and analyzed a lot of this stuff over the course of this time, right?
Yeah.
So.
The whole thing with the HCG from a Novamed spa and the Cherry Tech lender that she purchased it with, allegedly. Smoking gun. It's still smoking. Still smoking. And that doesn't cover a fraction of the digital forensics.
Right.
By any stretch of the imagination. Which I know we have not heard all of. I'm convinced we have not heard it all. Oh, let's see. Deb Peterson says, sounds like no jail time to me. No wonder he's not happy with it. Yeah, and just about everyone's not happy with that notion. It's like, no, she needs time behind the bars. She needs time away from the family who enable her. And not just the family, but other attorneys, who, in my opinion, suborned perjury to try and keep her judgment-proof. SFT says Clayton is right. Trish Jackson's mom says, I took Clayton's statement the same way. No jail time. Yeah, see? Cracked Pepper, I cannot wait to have the HCG evidence come out in trial. I know that's going to be so delicious. Oh, my God. And, we don't think there's a moon bump that was found, but there could be evidence that something was moon bumpy. Maybe. We'll see. Cracked Pepper also says Laura should have shit herself when she was asked about Chartec. She did. If you listen to the bankruptcy hearing, she stutters quite a bit, explaining it away for Botox and cool sculpting. She spends a lot of time thinking. I think that was for Botox and cool sculpting. She spent a lot of time fabricating her response. Which, if you listen at all to Jack Fox, hey Jack Fox, we love you. From Never Truer Word podcast, when people stutter a lot, when they spend too much time thinking about what should be a quick answer. It's hard to lie. It's hard to make lies sound authentic. So people spend lots of time in their generation of their lies. Laura Owens is no exception.
Mm-hmm.
So she has lots of verbal tics and tells every time she lies. A lot of them. So does David Gingras. I'm starting to get pretty good at reading that guy. But it's easier to read him in video than it is on paper. Or in print, I should say.
Well, yeah, because his paper stuff is just like
it's just
one long run-on sentence that says virtually nothing.
Yeah. Deb says, I think she'll take it, then make excuses why she was misunderstood. I don't think she'll admit that she wasn't pregnant. Yeah, I would love to know. I mean, okay, yeah, the non-jail time for a first-time felony offender. I get it. That's not atypical, I would say. I see that a lot. I see that a lot in felony criminal trials. First-time offenders, they get the slap on the wrist. It's when they start coming back. We see sentencing go up. So it's not a surprise to me. Is it disappointing? Yeah, because she's earned it. If she's earned anything, it's time in prison or jail. Well, whichever. Freedom's restricted. I would say no devices, but even then, being incarcerated has changed a lot. They used to have to do hard time, no TV, no nothing. You just kind of sit there and ponder life and your choices. No, now it's like almost a vacation for some jail systems. They'll have the TV, they'll have the weight room, they'll have the library, they'll have the computer room, they'll have the commissary, it's like, wow. I mean, sponsored being taken care of. It's like, well, okay, there's, no, should we be inhumane? Absolutely not. But should it be quite so comfortable? I'm not sure about that either. Make them learn some skills to be productive would be my solution to the prison system.
Some kind of reintegration type path would be great.
Yeah, if they can, in fact, be, what's the word? Rehabilitated?
Yeah.
Because we talk about recidivism rates all, left, right, and center when it comes to prison system and incarceration. But if they just sit around, kicking back, they're fed mediocre at best, but 3 square meals a day, and they can have TV and church and jail and all the other things they get access to in many places. I don't know. That might be like putting someone time out in an arcade. I don't know. I'm trying to find an example and I don't have one. It's like, is it really the punishment of that incarceration is if you've got all these perks? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like are you just going on vacation or, with like a different room design or, I don't know.
Because I think of a sentence as, where's the penitential process? Where is the where is the repentance in all of it? It sounds too religious.
Oh, that's your good Mormon side coming out.
I know
there, my friend.
that's got to be a go-to word, because I mean, what else do I have? I'm shortage of vocabulary today. But there's got to be some sort of contrition. And if all you do is, well, okay, I've been sentenced to this. Well, good, I get to enjoy some stuff. I'll go watch Judge Judy for 5 hours on the break room TV, and then I'll go pump weights for an hour or two. And then, well, if I have a job I have to do, like doing the laundry or making license plates, well, okay, whatever. But sometimes I think it's a little too cushy, especially for long-term offenders. Yeah. Serious long-term offenders. I don't know. Yeah. Am I going up the wrong tree here?
I don't know. I suppose it really kind of depends on, like, not every prison or jail sentence is like Club Med sort of experience. I don't have the experience of being tossed into the clink, so I can't say for sure.
Neither do I.
I have a family member who did white collar crime. Ooh. And I think it was his first felony offense, but it was truly felony. And but he got tossed in there, and it was no cakewalk, even being an army vet and everything. What was it? I think it was actually kind of some embezzlement and fraud sort of things.
Close enough.
Like stealing clients' money. I mean, try harder, man. Come on. But no, jokes aside, it was, if he was a financial advisor, stole money, used it for other purposes, and like
Ponzi scheming or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of a little bit of all the things there. And like, it's,
sure.
He had to go, there was no first time, forgiveness sort of program there. So.
Right. Buffy says his statement was very telling. Will she take it, though? That is the $1 million question. And we're going to be on pins and needles until we hear. And it's driving me absolutely batty. Rosalind says, my unsolicited opinion, her performance in Bankruptcy was like incriminating for more charges. Yeah, I would say yes. Especially with a douche canoe attorney who said, oh, if you just file for bankruptcy, it all goes away. Clayton can't do anything to you if you file for bankruptcy. Bullshit.
Yeah, nope.
Commit bankruptcy fraud, then you've got the DOJ on your ass. Is that a good idea in this environment? No. No. Last thing you want is the IRS and the DOJ sniffing up your skirt.
I mean, she could probably in today's day and age, she could probably just claim like that she's, help, I'm being repressed as a white woman. And, that's the way that the current system seems to be set up. But,
yep. Danny asks, will we know tonight if she got her trademark extension? I think the answer, Danny, is going to be no. I don't think we'll know tonight. Maybe we'll know tomorrow. I was sort of hoping that we'd hear some rumblings, rumorings, rumble rants, whatever, of something afoot today, but it just hasn't happened. There's plenty of Gingras distraction, but nothing regarding Laura Owens. And whenever he starts going full tilt on his own stuff, I kind of wonder what's happening with Laura. Because he's often a diversion. Often. He was going to town as all the stuff with the bankruptcy was happening. And then when all the bankruptcy stuff got dismissed, it was just sort of the...
Kind of went quiet.
Yeah, but at the same time, the parallels of activity of him talking about all of his cases to try and distract from everything that's going on with her was interesting. Happens a lot. It happens a lot. I mean, I don't call it normal or natural by any step of the way.
What is normal?
What else? I know. Danny says, he's telling her whole shtick to play victim and garner sympathy. Yeah. Laura 101. I'm a victim. I'll hit you. I'm a victim. I'm hitting you. I'm a victim.
Yeah.
Does that work? That works, I think. Robin says, how do we know if she takes it? Will there be something on the docket? I should think so. There should be a case update because there will need to be a hearing on the plea deal if she does take it. And if she's offered an extension, that little motion should hit the docket too, I should think. Cracked Pepper says, anyone else disturbed and the difference between how LO speaks in person compared to her Medium blog post? She AIs the ish out of it and then sounds so dumb in real life. It's true. It's true. If you listen to the latest from Bacon Bears and also True Crime and Wine Time, and of course Buffy's in the chat. Llama's not here, but Buffy in the chat. This is the funny thing. Laura Owens sounds like a dumb San Francisco Valley girl in normal speech. So when we get all this flowery language with all these emotive words of suffering and bullying and anguish and all that's like, that's AI. It's totally AI. Because she sounds like a dumb Valley girl in her own speech. You can hear it in her emails and texts to all the guys. So we have historical precedent for Laura's natural tone of voice in her writing and in her speech. I mean, we've got plenty of videos of her, so we know how she speaks. And what she publishes. I mean, it's almost like different characters, right? So it's pretty clear. My online husband is in the chat. Big Bad Marcus says, hi, Echoes and G Daddy. I have to watch tomorrow. I'm at work and have a tendency to scream every time JD says, as a cybersecurity professional. And I don't think that will fly. He works... he works at ER. Marcus is going to have to tell me about his working in healthcare because I know some things about that. That's not a confession, nor is it breadcrumbing to my future doxers. And he's in and he's out. I'm already late. Oh, well, that's fine.
I don't think I've used that phraseology tonight.
What?
As a cybersecurity professional.
Have you ever used that phrase? It doesn't sound like you.
I might have alluded to it because it is my profession, but I don't preface every commentary or rant that I make with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think.
And he's gone. So he's already gone night. All right, let's see. B. Bean says if she gets probation, it should be for 30 years with automatic jail time if she breaks the law again. I would say that's being very generous, but that's just how I feel about plea deals in general. Danny says, I meant her classic move to drag things out, get another extension on the plea deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the one that, what's his bucket for her? Christian Loiters made it sound like he was asking well into May. And he turned around to talk to the state guy's name, who was Kevin, was like, I don't know if there's anything in your notes, Kevin, about that. I thought he was asking for into May. We haven't seen anything to suggest it's going to get bumped further, but we don't know yet. We just don't know yet.
They'll try. I mean, that's again, this is just like the thing is deflect, and dipshit goes over here with his blog and distract, and then let's kick the can down the road, or where can we interject other delays because there's so much case work to do, and then it's time for that. Yeah.
How many continuances for my DUI case can I get before the state comes after me? He's at what, number 9 or 10 now?
I don't know. It's hard to keep track. I gotta have the AI agents do that for me.
Trish Jackson's mom says to me, cool sculpting. What does she have on her body that would benefit from that? Maybe her look more anorexic? I don't know, Trish. I don't know. I have no idea really what cool sculpting is. It sounds like some sort of oily thing. You kind of get all oiled up and you get something cold to smooth out the wrinkles. Is that what it is? I have no idea. Sounds weird.
I'm not sure I even want to put that into a search engine. That seems like it might bring up some interesting results that I'm not quite prepared for right now.
Oh, you don't have your Tor browser going?
I do. It's looking at dipshit's law blog.
Oh, you're crunching some CPU cycles. Never mind. Rosalind says, I don't think we've seen a first-time offender like Laura. Her playbook is so incredibly damning that it's not her first time. We'll talk about other people who use the same playbook in just a second.
Ooh.
Rosalind's reading into my mind. Oh, God, it still gives me shivers thinking about this other woman. A good person in chat gave me another link on a Laura Owens type personality, and we're going to talk about it in a moment. I'm still slowly getting caught up on chat. Let's see. Sarah Boone. Jan has been more active in Laura's writing. I need more analysis. Okay, Rosalind's talking to people. Oh, maybe I should just skip. Oh, is Lama here too? Oh my God. I'm not worthy. I'm in the presence of other great creators. Nice to see you, Lama. Thanks for joining us. My reputation does precede me a little bit. People are watching. What am I going to do? That wasn't the point. I was supposed to hide forever.
Yeah, that's not...
Moon
good luck with
okay,
that.
I'm really behind in chat. Holy hell. All right. I'm just going to have to skip to the front with chat and just call it good. Oh, pillow shoved in her shirt. It could be that simple. Buffy says, and a pillow shoved in her shirt. It could have been. We don't know. That pile of crap in her casita was so high. There could have been 15 pillows. She could have had, okay, here's my 8 to 10 week pregnancy pillow. Here's my second trimester set of pillows. And here's my third trimester set of pillows. It's actually 3, 1 for each trimester. I don't know. We have no idea.
Are those
We don't know what her
available on
game plan was. What?
Are those available on mypillowguy.com?
Really? Really? Oh my God. Go a little higher up the fruit tree.
Really?
A little higher. Just that first rung on the ladder of picking fruit. Please. Llama liked it.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm not here to please you. I'm here to please your audience, okay?
That's the only reason why you're here, is because you make up for my deficiencies. I can't help it. You're so damn short.
But yes, I can't. That's not. It's not. Yeah, I can't help that. So
I am only slightly taller than Megan Fox, but she's a lot prettier looking. But that comes with age and having lots of kids, I think. Let's see. Crack Pepper says, no woman doesn't remember every moment of a miscarriage, yet LO can't even pin down the month, let alone day. Yes, that's because it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And I would bet a lot of money. With further genetic analysis, there would be evidence, or I should say lack of evidence, that Laura Owens was ever pregnant with anything. Because as those of us who've studied this case for some degree of time have learned, fetal DNA hangs around for a while. Sometimes, 20, 30 years even. So there's that. You can't argue with the science, folks. You just can't. And it drives me crazy that there are enough people in this country who do argue with science.
Well, I mean, but you can argue with the science if you want to, but I mean, I feel like that's a fool's errand, because no matter how much you scream about it, 1 + 1 is going to equal 2. So,
I know. Well, it's like arguing with flat earthers sometimes. What are you going to do?
Oh, hey, before you jump too far ahead.
Oh, the real Karsten. Oh my God. A real Karsten has. Oh, come on. Okay. Did I hit it and you hit it? Don't
yes.
Both of us hit it. See, we're both so eager to hit the super chats. Thank you, real Karsten, who sends the 5. Thanks for the 5. I picture the credit card company employees. Oh no. Quietly scouring the purchase history, looking for moon bumps in HCG. Oh my God. Oh, that's brilliant. I hope that's true. And not only do I hope it's the credit card companies, I hope it's DOJ Queen Jennifer.
Oh, yes. Wouldn't that be just delicious?
I mean, where would they start digging into purchases and credit card histories? I think it would be through the bankruptcy proceedings. And I am still a little bit shocked because Chapter 7 is a little more ruthless than 13. I'm a little bit surprised they let her walk away from it. But that doesn't mean, as someone earlier in chat said, just because it was dismissed doesn't mean that there can't be charges from it.
Yeah, the case was like her putting it out there to do bankruptcy was tossed, but that doesn't mean that she's exempt from being, charged or penalized for trying to commit fraud.
Yeah. Rosalind Duke says there are studies being done on fetal DNA and its connection to autoimmune disorders, especially connected to male babies. Oh dear. They apparently leave a mark on the mother's DNA. Crazy. I can't take any blame for that. I do have a brother who's younger. It's like, yeah, I've got plausible deniability there. Although, I can't say that because, well, my mother's not among the living and hasn't been for a very long time. But never mind. It's just one of those things. But it does make me ask questions. If nothing. Let's see. What else? Oh my gosh, chat's just flying today. Yeah, all over Amazon. Order ID. Okay, over to this thing. So this comes from our good friends on Twitter, seeking justice for all victims of Laura Owens at Clayton's Justice. And this is just a little docket update. We do like the docket updates, folks, don't we? Because they give us little hints, and then we get documents. Sometimes not at the same time, but it's a good little primer to what may be coming down the line. So we've got this. The case reviewed, the memorandum regarding case status sent to the trustee, RIV. That was the 27th. So let's see, memorandum to case trustee. Elizabeth Ann Naylor and Ronald Stephen with PH Owens. There's the case number there. This is about the parents, mommy and daddies, chapter 13. The administrative docket in this case. I'm sorry, I can't make it bigger. I cannot embiggen. It just don't do it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a Microsoft problem or a Twitter problem.
It's Twitter. It's fucking Twitter.
Okay, fine. I'll just have to read it in my tiny little squinty eyes because the font's like, the size of a hair. The administrative docket in this case shows that there has been no activity, no filings have been made. In this case, we're talking about mommy and daddy, for 1 year or more, and there are no pending adversary proceedings in which the trustee is a party. Based on a review of the docket, it is unclear as to whether this case is continuing to be administered or whether an appropriate final report should be filed and the case closed. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is the one that the tiny wee itsy bitsy little check mark is in.
Little check mark, yes.
It says this. I won't read all of them just because I started at the top. Anyhow, the box we have ticked is that, and I quote, "This case has been dismissed for more than 90 days. The docket shows that no final report in a dismissal case has yet been filed. Please file your final report so that the case can be closed." So, mommy and daddy's bankruptcy case is waiting for the DOJ, not DOJ, but just the bankruptcy trustee in this case, to do the final paperwork and, put a little bow on it, dot the T's and cross the I's. So there's that. That's a good thing. And now, should we get to kind of the thing du jour? Do you want to talk about Dushkinu first? Your choice.
My choice?
Your choice. I'm going to make you choose.
My choice is I'm going to sit here and drink my bitch beer.
Okay, fine. I'll drink my water.
There we go. You got to stay hydrated, folks. Whether that's via water, whether that's for a very delicious beverage from one of the companies out on one of the San Juan Islands. Drink your water.
That sounds like bouge beer.
Bougie beer? It is a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, a little bit? Okay. Does it smell of insolent wealth and denigration? Disdain? Hey, that's a good name for a beer. Disdain. Our beer is so bitchy that we just hate everybody. I would like 10% royalty from that.
Well, okay. I don't know. We didn't come back for that. Fine, whatever.
I have an oral contract with Jeep Daddy that if he should start a company and with calling it this, that's good.
That is actually kind of good. That's a good one.
Probably already been taken. My ideas are always too late. Someone's already thought of them.
Same.
Look it up when we're done. If not, hey, I might need career B. You never know. Oh my God! And YouTube,
I might need career B, so I don't know. But
well, we can all suffer together. I mean, what good is community?
What is life if not it is a communal suffering?
Llama says oral contract echoes. I know. I do engage in occasional oral contracts. It's a proclivity. What can I say? God, I'm going to incriminate myself. I just know it. I wish to assert my fifth. I plead the fifth. Wait, where the hell is that one?
Where is that?
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I'm not going to get myself criminally in trouble. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
In the words of Lynette Preston, I plead the fifth. And that's all I shall say. That's all I shall say. Oral contracts, oral arguments, oral... What else?
There are very few things that are oral that are actually worth it. I'm just going to put it that way.
It's probably
And
true.
it has very little to do with law. And even then, it's kind of like meh sometimes.
Oh, no. Llama's going to add an amendment to her subscriber contact, Section 9, oral agreements. No, stop. Back.
Okay, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to get grandfathered in before this happens.
See, E. Poindexter. The San Juans. Any new feet and shoes wash up recently? Oh, not that I've heard, but I don't pay attention to those kinds of things. It's too far away.
No, there's too much money up there, so they shoo them away from the shoreline before they actually make it there and ship it down to
To the
some
mainlands?
to Tacoma or something.
I'll take your word for it.
I don't know. Rich people don't like to see icky things, so.
Well, I don't. Well, never mind.
Would you expect a foot in a shoe to wash up on the shoreline of Medina, Washington, where all of that level of money actually is?
It would be difficult with the currents through the lake that just end up going out to the bay anyhow. So, this is all about tidal currents. Which
You don't think that those
Lake
currents
Washington-
are actually placed by the rich to keep that stuff away so that their line is pristine, and then the pores get all of the washed up trash?
Why else do you think there is flood control on the whole system?
I'm just saying.
It's not just for the boats to go through the
Just
lock.
saying. I'm just speculating and have lots of opinions.
I know.
But
Don't we all?
Yeah, it's who's to say? Who's to say?
There's way too many shenanigans going on in chat. I'm just going to move right along. We're going to scare everyone to death now. How about that? We'll rein chat in with a little scare because that's what's next. I mean, you had your chance. You didn't choose, so I'm choosing for you.
Well, my AI agents have already done what they do.
Are they done? Okay, we'll do them next.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll do them next. We have a Laura Owens wannabe. Well, maybe not wannabe. She may be ahead of Laura Owens. I'm not so sure. But with an Australian accent. And let's see, who was it? Oh, golly, I put my notes away. This little recommendation came to me from, and if I get on the right show notes tab, because we're just semi-professional that way, from Amy Robinson, 6793, who left me a comment in one of the previous lives saying, hey, you really should check this one out. This one's just like Laura Owens. And I watched it last night and I about fell off my chair with the creeps and the shivers. It was just grody. It's grody. And IB says, I saw that case. It's old and wild. Yeah, this report, which I guess is 60 Minutes Australia, is from 5 years ago already. So I was kind of going, chicken and egg. Who was first, Laura Owens or this crazy woman who uses the same tactics? And, I'm just going to risk being slapped by the AI bots. Let's just see if they like me or if they hate me, and if I can get away with playing some of this at a time. We could at least get through the introduction. I should think
let's keep our little boxes here on our on the screen and pause occasionally and bitch from the balcony, and I think we'll be fine.
Well, my balcony is especially high today because I've got a nosebleed. It's just that time of year with allergy sinuses. As no thanks, MK says,
what?
There you go. We know what that's for.
Well, Echoes, it's always a good thing to have a little bit of bloodletting in your life. So
go away, Clayton. Okay, I had another tab playing. Too many tabs. Too many
have
tabs.
have a little medieval bloodletting, even if it's out of your nose, is probably okay. So
I don't need it. Not with what I'm on these days. Nope. Doctor wouldn't approve. Okay, back to 60 Minutes. Dare do.
Oh my God.
What do you think? Is this great?
Oh my God. That's delicious. This is delicious.
It's that's only the first 4 minutes.
God damn.
That's a great intro. Sorry,
how much
folks.
more is left of this?
Sorry, folks. Laura Owens is not the only one, and I'll bet you a lot of money there's more people. I'll bet there's a lot more that have yet to come out.
Wow.
I think this is going to be an epidemic.
I think it already is.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm thinking there's enough consistent patterns here. We've got faking pregnancies, using fake medical documents, faking other things, squeezing money out of men for all sorts of fictitious. I think there is a definable, what's the word? Psychological profile that can be had here. That's what I'm thinking. And I say that as someone who doesn't practice in such things, but there's a type, and they all seem to kind of fall into the same category. There's got to be more.
Yeah,
there's got to be more.
This is worthy of some fuck you, Echoes. Now I'm going to go down some ADHD rabbit hole, but it's going to be like using all of this this stuff and be like, okay, Claude, let's go look at all the things. And how does this align to anything that's in the DSM-5? I'm going to burn through so many fucking tokens because of this.
Tell you what, I'll pick up the speed a little bit too. Use Emily Laura Wilson like someone else did. It's too bad. Real Karsten says, Chad is having babies if you don't watch more of the video. All right, but I'm going to keep the speed a little bit on the higher side. Hopefully that'll avoid too much AI bot scrutiny, because we don't want the AI bots hitting us with things and saying, oh, we're going to block your signal until you stop playing that. Like what's happened before, by that stupid, never mind.
Different aliases over the years.
Stupid Mormons and stupid
No,
Jubilant.
Llama! No, Llama, it's not even a real name. Her real name is something else. Isn't that extraordinary? See, Laura even couldn't quite get that far. As my allergies want me to cough it up.
Do it.
Gross. I know.
I've been hacking for like a month at this point, so I'm trying to mute where I can, but yeah, so it's like, fuck.
I mean, I've got it close, but sometimes I don't quite grab it in time. Anyhow. Well, we'll keep going, because she is, this is like Barbie Laura, or she's more of a Barbie than Laura is. I guess you could have multiple Barbies. I don't know. Ahoy, Dr. Moose. Bruce the Moose is in the house.
We have a moose in the house.
There's a moose on the loose.
Was I ready for that?
Don't be a fool. Wrap your tool.
Goddamn in the end, you would.
Yep. Or just don't do things that get people pregnant.
Now. Don't be a prude, Echoes. God damn it. Jesus.
Well, I was going to say, the gays don't have a problem, but that's just being judgy.
Yeah, they don't have that problem, but you're also going to judge the gays anyway for even not having that problem.
Yes.
So just stop.
Yes, I will sit in judgment.
I will drive down there right now and bitch slap you into next fucking week. Knock it off.
Not the line. You have to bitch slap me through the phone. Don't.
I will. I'll right here through StreamYard live on fucking YouTube. I will just.
I'm gonna file for harassment.
Oh my god!
David Gingras.
Okay. Oh my god!
Gingras. Harassment. David
Gingras, you're my only hope. Oh my god!
He's threatening me to bitch slap me through this. He's threatening to bitch slap me through the stream.
Why do I hang out with you? I don't understand what God fucking Jesus Christ.
Stop it.
Fucking,
oh God.
Fucking hate all of you right now, except Chat. I don't like it. Chat, you're great, but God damn.
I'm dying. I'm dying. You didn't even get the lines right. My God, I'm going to have to write them down next time.
Fuck you. I'll say whatever lines I want.
But you were close.
I was close. That's all that matters. Whatever.
We'll work on that.
Oh my God. Hit the fucking play button. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna pass out.
Good. You deserve it.
Way too much.
You deserve a timeout. God.
What?
I just
they were buying stuff already.
Buying stuff, but like, Jesus, there's like, I don't know. My mind just threw an exception. They're already there. They're already what? Like, I just.
You know, this is where Laura Owens failed. No one took her in and started buying baby things.
No, I mean, she moved too quickly. Like, she could have waited a month for the tonsil twins, and yeah.
IB says, to be fair, this woman is way more manipulative and believable. Yeah, she was a little smarter in her timing than Laura Owens. Laura Owens was too pushy. Well, and the guys sniffed out. It's like, wait a minute, this is too quick. What's going on here?
Well, like, I think LO, like, she is so reactive, right? The way, like, how she gets, like, she goes from 0 to 100 really quick. And she's so emotive. Like, LO is emotive and reacts. And this woman, I'm just like, you see her on screen, and it's just like, just like I put in comments, like, is there anybody home behind those eyes? But also, but then there's also this weird, like, there is, and it's sadistic as fuck. Kind of like a Melania.
Well, I was gonna say, like serial killer eyes, but
yes, that too. But I mean, like, I just the process. I don't know. I just there's just some there's some really creepy, weird like. Is she gonna? Is she like the inspiration for the Saw movies?
Oh, maybe.
God damn, delightful, really. Would you really toss out an Australian? Would you tell an Australian boyfriend that his accent is funny, or would you just make him read the dictionary to you?
That's a very personal question.
Yep. Okay. That British flag behind you gives you away. That British flag hanging behind your dumb head is gives you away a little bit.
The Australian accent is just redneck of UK.
I don't care.
I know. I've had a couple of Aussie guys sort of turn my head, but then they weren't very serious. So unrequited love.
Your definition of serious is very different from like the rest of the world. So whatever, take it as a grain of salt.
Well, I want there to be a ring in the thought process before. Never mind.
Again, knock it off with your pearl clutching bullshit.
I don't.
None of us are buying it. Nobody. None of us are buying that.
I need to get some fake pearls just so I can clutch them on
stream. Yes, you can clutch them like on stream. Yeah, exactly.
Just like the woman in the Agatha Christie beginnings. Yeah. Oh, wait, where's my handkerchief? Oh, I don't have it over here. Damn it. I'll have to say that for next time. She's like laying on the Grecian urn and she's going, oh, and waving it around.
Yeah.
My mother watched way too much murder mystery stuff. I'm scarred for life. That's why we're here today, folks. This is child trauma being repaired.
This is Echo's manifestation of his trauma from his childhood, right here live on YouTube.
Yes, it is. Mom was a big fan of Agatha Christie and Perry Mason and Matlock and Poirot and Murder, She Wrote. I'm scarred for life. That's why we're here. That's why I'm even.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I'm trying to heal from past traumas. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because I was being spiteful, is what she actually said.
Not the actual like captioned, yeah.
She's not inspired. No, she was being spiteful.
She's spiteful. Well, inspired to be spiteful potentially, but yes.
That could work. She did a head and shoulders shrug. Very good, Llama. Llama's catching the body language here. I'm half paying attention to it because I've already seen it.
It's yet another lie, and looking back now, Josh realizes.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ducky.
Echoes is just.
Hi, Ducky.
Echoes is just being a bitch because he's already seen this, and so he wants my reaction to it because I haven't seen it yet.
I know. I watched it last night
With
only
all of
because I
this,
found about it yesterday.
with all of this fake pearl clutching from earlier, and if you're in the replay crew, you need to, like, if you're just coming in, you need to rewind and watch me lose my fucking mind on him, because it's might going to happen again.
Tell Ducky what we're talking about. Let me help you. Ducky, we are talking about the Australian Laura Owens equivalent, Arabella del Busso, which is not her
The
real
much
name.
more skilled, much more crafty version of LO.
Far more diabolical. Laura is more volatile, I would say. But this woman is far more slick. Far more.
She's something.
Maybe it's her chiseled features and her glam girl ways. I don't know. Maybe that turns his head a little more. Oh, she's just so beautiful. I've got three twin pregnancies that disappeared in 6 months, is what this woman claimed with this
The
guy.
spider will
And
doth
she's been
weave her
doing this.
web.
She's been doing this for more than a decade, and she has conned every single man that has crossed her path with thousands to tens upon thousands of dollars out of their pocketbooks in her scams. Well, Aussie dollars, but we'll just call them dollars.
Hey, that's a lot of money, even in.
Oh, they paid for her lifestyle. I guarantee you. Whatever lifestyle that is. And she said they were all twins, at least with this guy. I think other guys said the same thing, but planning appointments, scheduling them, and canceling them. Who else does that sound like, chat? Does that sound familiar to you? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And let's see. And Shanta JC says, wow, just like LO, all the violence, in air quotes, happens off camera, LMAO. Yeah, isn't that a quinky dink? We're rolling footage. We're rolling camera, and all we see is him yelling at her and grabbing the duvet. Okay, maybe that's not the best image. I'm not going to judge the guy because people fight. There's no video of him smacking her around or pushing her and throwing her up against the door, and there's none of that. Yet she had cameras in her hands. So what do you think? What do you think? I don't think it's as bad as it could have been and as bad as has happened to some women. That's for damn sure. I don't quite believe her for a lot of reasons. Real Karsten says to me, Jeep Daddy called me an asshole, and we need a crying video of me telling the world that. Oh, Jeep Daddy called me an asshole. I have no reputation, no name. Dave Neal won't stop making videos about me. I wish that were true. That Dave Neal wouldn't stop making videos about me. My empire would grow greatly if I did. Oh my goodness. You're the chat's snitching on you.
That's why I re-entered in such a prominent way.
Yes, I know.
What I
And let's see if I've done the math right. Let's see, 2008 minus 8 minus 10. Is that 1990? Is that right? 2008 minus 18. I was trying to do the math. I'm bad at math. I'm terrible.
1990.
Math. So she's 5 years older than Laura Owens. Laura Owens 95, right? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I try not to pay attention to that bitch.
Yeah. Someone was asking how long ago this was. This 60 Minutes episode is from 5 years ago. Was the posting date? I believe this case actually took place where she tried to take him to court for physical stuff. Was 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, let's see. Sheep says Laura is 1990. Oh, you're right. 5/14/1990. Sorry, I had the wrong number in my head. So they're the same age. Roughly. Was there something in the water in 1990? Was there some sort of solar flare that just kind of seared the eggs of certain people and just scrambled their brains? I don't know. There's something going on.
But as this story takes yet another bizarre...
Should we call her Arabella Tits? I mean, look, it even had like a little twinkle. I mean, did you see that? Come back here. There we go. Oh, darn it. It's not going to give me what I want. See, look.
Oh,
look.
oh.
Ding!
No.
God. The narcissism of this psychotic woman.
Ugh.
See, not even Laura Owens can't even claim to have a mural.
Well, no, because her tits are like 1/15th or 1/20th of those.
I'm not a character witness on the size of one's cans. I'm really not.
I mean, I'm just speculating based on purely scientific and not anything else. Because again, tits don't do anything for me. Sorry,
the
chat.
empirical evidence suggests this woman is slightly more chestily endowed. NIB says, terminating the baby at 6 months. What a liar. Exactly. She probably doesn't even know how that works. Uh-oh. What did Buffy say? Did I miss something Buffy said? Oh, my goodness. Arabella goose tits.
Wow.
If only her last name translated into goose. That would be fantastic. Oh,
goose and not moose. Just FYI.
The moose has popped in. He's already probably half asleep.
Hey, he's probably checked completely
He's got
out
his
at this point.
jammies on. He's probably having moose dreams. Never mind. I better not go further there.
Hello, I'm Sarah.
Wow.
No, go away, Sarah. I don't care. Isn't that fantastic?
Oh, Jesus, Mary
The
and
world
Joseph.
is not so small. The world is not so small at all. There's another Laura Owens, who's more of a glam.
All right.
And she's not anorexic. At least
No, she's actually, fairly, not rail skinny. I don't know. I'm once again taken aback by the audacity to lean into miscarriages and abortions as an excuse for why none of these fake ass pregnancies didn't come to fruition or whatever.
And she doesn't even seem to have used them to string them along either, like Laura Owens did. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah,
well, if you just date me, if you just give us a chance and be the man you said you would be, then I'll consider an abortion.
Yeah. And it's like,
she didn't even,
no.
maybe Arabella Goose-Tits kind of lost out on that. I don't know.
I mean, maybe, but again, there feels like there's a blank space behind those eyes that's like kind of creepy and like, again,
I thought I heard
the
some
inspiration
wind
for the Saw.
I thought I heard some wind whistling through there. And it's
Might
not the
have
fan
been.
I have going in the window either.
No.
Although there is a little bit of noise. Sorry, folks. It's warm up here.
Rude.
Yeah. Well, once I get the cubbyhole cooler in the air for hot weather, it's going to be even worse. That thing's obnoxiously loud.
No, I will state again, because it's been a little while, and I'll just state again for the record that I am offended that this bitch, along with LO, would be so flippant to just toss out miscarriages and abortions as though it's like a thing that just
Like
you
ordering
do
a Happy
casually.
Meal?
Yeah. It's like, I'm just going to DoorDash myself a miscarriage. Like, how offensive. It makes me pissed off because like what you just no, you can't, like that's beyond any ethical sort of standard or any sort of values of what anybody like ought to do.
Because it's not about real babies, number one.
No.
And number two, it's completely transactional.
Yes.
She gives no shit for any existing life in the womb, just like Laura Owens never gave a shit. It was all about controlling the men.
Well, there was no life in her womb to begin with.
Precisely.
And so like they just use it as a tool to try and extract the 4,000 to the 6,000 to that 10,000. Somebody's stupid enough to give her the $10,000. Oh my God!
I meant to calculate all of that, and I didn't get around to doing that. I'm not Dean Withers. I can't just do math in my head. I'm not that good.
Yeah,
I'm only quarter medium smart, half as smart as Megan Fox. But that kind of math, it's then the other one, $45,000. I mean, holy shit!
God damn! Like
on top of her, showing her tits to Instagram or whatever the hell she's doing, selling her body. I mean, that's her choice if she wants to sell herself. I'm not going to
no
rail
shade
on her for that. But let's not pretend like she's, totally making a living being a model when she's scamming guys out of thousands and tens of thousands of dollars as part of her ruse.
But this is not like, I don't know. It upsets me on such a visceral level that level of manipulation and that level of like being so flippant to something that is amazingly serious and such a life-changing thing that really can fuck people up. Having a miscarriage, it's not something that you like actively choose to do, and it's something that really can have an emotional and visceral impact. And like to use that as some sort of flippant excuse around getting out of whatever this scam that you're trying to fucking run, and like doing it 3 times over with the same person, or like, oh, I terminated at like the 2/3 month. It's like, what? Oh my God, really? Did you really just do that? Did you really just go there? How insensitive, like, and things have to, how, I don't understand that level of detachment from empathy and humanity. And because I'm not that. That's not my character. That's not who I am. And that's not who Echoes is. And it's not the people that I know that are that callous and that unfeeling to what the actual impact is for people who have that happen in their lives. It's fucking devastating.
Oh, yeah.
And to use this as some flippant excuse to try and scam somebody out of it, like another 10 or 15 or 40, whatever.
I don't want to talk about it. We should just move on. I want to highlight Llama's comment because this is good. For these women to use our pain of losing babies, there is no coming back from that for them.
No.
And to your point, I mean, I've said before on this channel, and I'll reiterate it again, my sister's first pregnancy, she lost. And I think it was 2.5 months. And that I was only a teenager at the time because there's that big of a gap between me and my older sister. The entire family was devastated. Not to say the least of which being her and her husband. It was horrific. And then her next 2 real pregnancies that resulted in real children, who are the oldest of which is in their 30s now. That dates me. They were both difficult pregnancies. Both of my sister's pregnancies were C-section removals. She could not have any more children without risking her life after number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, anyone thinking pregnancy is so disposable and so convenient and so transactional is absolutely delusional. They are off their nut.
Yeah. Like
and
I
these
said,
crazy women are that way.
Yeah.
Oh,
like it's like
pregnancy's no big deal. It just happens. Oh, I just, they just disappear.
Yeah.
It just happens. These twins just went away. Maybe one absorbed into the other. Just poof, like Puff the Magic Dragon. Poof.
Yeah. Just. And it's like I've had people in my immediate family and also people that I like in like my like friend circles and stuff where like a friend of mine's wife went through that not that long ago, maybe a year and a half ago or something like that. And it took a fucking toll on their family. Like it's real. That's a real to do. Like, and it just really bothers me that people just use that sort of thing as a weapon or a tool or something to like manipulate and get money. Like that.
Yeah, and her
just
scam was
money?
even more clear than Laura Owens.
Money.
Her scam was even more clear than Laura Owens. She was on a grift for money. Oh, and my mom died. My fake mom died. Oh,
Yeah.
I've got fake cancer.
Thrice. Not just once, but thrice did she die. She was on the fucking 60 Minutes thing, like actually talking. Like, come on. Really? What?
She was going through.
That wasn't my bio mom. That was just somebody else that I called my mom. Okay. Yeah. All right.
She was going through men like Mentos.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 5,000 out of him. Next, man. Oh, it's just like a Pez dispenser.
Yeah. IB, thank you so much for joining. Have a good night. Thank you for staying up.
Good sleeps.
With
Have
us.
good sleeps. Those of you who have to go, we get it.
I understand. We understand.
I think I'll torture Jeep Daddy to share his chat GPTs of David Gingras.
Oh, Christ almighty.
Well, you went to the trouble to grind that thing through. So since we didn't read it all last time because it was 144 pages, do you have any highlights? We'll pivot away from the disgusting topic of these
we'll go into
vile
something
women.
like also
A little more
schmarmy and like
lighthearted. A
covered with a
little
bunch of
more
schmoo, but a different level
smarmy.
of schmoo. So, gosh, what are the highlights out of this thing?
You'll have to pick and choose since I haven't seen it.
So, dipshit decided to post not just one today, but 2 blog posts.
Oh, did you do today's blog posts?
Yeah,
Is that what you
there's
did?
2. There's
Okay.
2.
That's even more interesting. Go for it.
Yeah. So, I tossed it through a couple different models, and I also asked, like, because Claude is a little bit better about taking a broader view, where ChatGPT is unable to like look at the broad. I had to feed ChatGPT every single blog post from when Echoes and I were going through that before, which was arduous and just like painful on a level that I care not to repeat.
We're just glad he
But
broke his silence because I was worried. I was worried we would have to call in a wellness check, make sure Aurora the fat cat didn't eat him alive or something. No, I wasn't going to call in a wellness check on it. I'm being facetious. It's a joke.
Yeah, well, because do you really care if he's well or not? Because we all know he's sick in the fucking head.
Well,
so.
I care that he actually gets charged for his crimes, quite frankly.
Well, yes.
I mean, he did commit DUI offenses, which have yet to be tried.
I mean, if he ended up in the same disposition that, say, my bio dad did, maybe I wouldn't be so sad about that.
Is there a story you're going to tell? Never mind.
Not
Okay.
right now.
All right.
Not
fine.
right now.
I won't push you to reveal information.
Yeah, we'll table that for maybe another session. But anyway, so trying to like pick out all the things here. So basically, like the point that he's blathering on about over 2 blog posts. According to ChatGPT, the anti-SLAPP constitutionality issue has already been litigated recently, and a court accepted the view that the state in substantive, not purely procedural. He says that the court will pull findings from the court and plans to it. What?
Llama has to go because she has to get sleep too. And she's got a very busy job of entertaining me and all of her crew tomorrow morning. So thanks for joining us, Llama. Good to see you. And whenever Buffy drops off, if Buffy has already done so, we'll see you in the morning. And I can't wait to see what you talk about next. So good sleep to you. And
this is going to be a really interesting 24 to 48 hours. I would be willing to bet.
I know. Well, see, this gives me joy when the rest of my real life is just in the shitter right now. So what do? We'll take it. We'll take what we can get because it saves me from, having extra addictions to things I shouldn't do. But never mind. Thanks for all of you who are going.
I can't convince Echoes to just like check out with things like, the things that I use to check out because he's such a prude.
I know. Well, I've got enough vices with sugar and chocolate. I don't need to add to it. I really don't. It just makes things less complicated. Well, your insurance coverage is that. I'm not.
Just saying, sign a contract with me. Sign the contract.
Everybody in their contracts today. Jesus Christ. Dating contracts and business contracts, subscriber contracts. I mean, I'm getting contracted out. I'm going to contract something from the contracts.
Maybe so.
Oh my God. Okay, carry on. Sorry.
Okay, all right. So, ChatGPT is suggesting that in plain English, Gingras is now borrowing free speech ammunition from the media law amicus brief involving a lawyer who is also connected with the anti-Owens and Hey Rob side of the broader mess.
Kelly. I saw him highlight that name and I was like, what is this all about?
So, tiny legal world, maximum soap opera. So, how this, like, again, analysis here, how this lines up with the broader narrative. So it fits perfectly within the pattern which we've already mapped out. One, recast the Barr case as protected speech. So he wants the case to be about whether the bar is like punishing him for speech, not whether he actually mishandled the filings, medical records, client contradictions, or statements about Judge Mata.
But Jeep, sir, Mr. Jerp.
Mr.
See, that doesn't
Jerp,
quite work.
Jerp,
It's like yeah,
Ermagerd,
jerp, jerp, jerp.
Herpney, Jerpty, Jerp.
Jerp, jerp, jerp. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. It doesn't quite work for me.
I don't know.
It's a weird vowel. What was I gonna? I was actually gonna say something. Now I've forgotten.
Yeah, you put yourself right into a fucking spiral. So
I just stuck my foot in the mud puddle. Now I can't get it back out. Oh well.
Sticky boots.
Let's see. E. Poindexter says, if you don't sign the contract, he's having the babies. Who's having? Are you having babies? Having the babies.
Not
if you
last
don't
I
sign
checked.
on the line tonight. Oh.
Ermagerd,
No,
Jerp Daddy. Yep, exactly right. That's
some of the gays try extensively to get babies, but never mind.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to stop me from trying.
Ermagerd is Jerp Daddy.
Ermagerd.
Oh, that was a good one. Good one.
Props.
I need snaps.
Okay.
I've got to find that. I've got to get that off stream. Okay. Jesus.
All right.
More on my to-do list. Go ahead.
Another thing. So use anti-slap as a procedural weapon. So like earlier answer said he intended to seek dismissal under Arizona's anti-slap statute, but these posts show he's now leaning hard into that path. Well, duh, because like clearly Randazza wasn't like going down the anti-slap path, but like the blog posts seem to think that he is, according to this analysis. So whatever. Another thing, frame the judge's briefing order as a validation. So he's not saying that he actually won outright, but he's treating the request for briefing as a positive signal, as in, quote, she should have denied me, but she didn't, unquote. Okay. Let's see. Import the cohort as a precedent adjacent support. So cohort became his shiny new citation bundle. Quote, another Arizona court already dealt with this constitutionality attack and said the statute is substantive. I probably mispronounced that, and I give zero fucks that I did. And then keep feeding the public narrative machine, because that's what he thinks he's good at by all these stupid blog posts. A procedural development becomes a blog episode. Good news for me. Good news, bad news for bar guy. Blah, blah, blah.
That's all he says.
That's all he's trying to do.
What does he want? A goddamn parade?
Yeah, apparently.
Every time, I've won. I mean, he said that. He's been saying that for the last 2 years.
Yeah. So it's like,
I'm
it's
gonna
not
win
a
Owens.
win.
I'm going to win Owens.
Yeah.
I'm going to win the appeals. I'm going to win bankruptcy. Whoops.
It's not a win on the merits at all. It's a request for a briefing.
He's so delusional.
And it's just like I said several streams ago, it's like, that's not novel. That's just another Tuesday in court, you dumbass.
Yeah, I mean, when you read through the bullshit, it's like, that's not so interesting. Because I was actually going to read one of the filings he posted and all that crap, because that's what matters to me. Not his personal wank fest, but the actual pieces of paper from the judge. I have it sitting here from the presiding disciplinary judge who reviewed his motion to dismiss.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll read that at the end. It's not very long. It's like page and 3/4.
In this particular analysis, like it says that like it's useful development for him, but the blog, per usual, because this is like what he does, the blog is overselling it. The judge asking for briefing means, quote, this is an issue I need to analyze. It does not mean that gin grass is probably right. That is not what that means.
It's pronounced gin like you drink and grass like you mow.
Yeah. And the cohort thing helps him only to the extent that the PDJ seems to see this as a separation of powers logic applying in attorney discipline. So, like, the bar will almost certainly argue that lawyer discipline is different because the Arizona Supreme Court, that authority over lawyers is not just ordinarily procedural rulemaking. So Gingras has now found a new side quest, State v. Court. It's a trespassing protest anti-slap case, and he's trying to socket it into his bar discipline case like it's a universal adapter from Harbor Freight.
He likes to force himself in his filings, doesn't he?
It sure would seem so, because like
there's an off-color joke in there somewhere, but I don't want to tell it at this juncture.
Yeah, I don't know. It's late enough. We almost might be able to get away with it. It's like
maybe.
Another sort of hot take maybe is like the judge is asking for briefing is not a victory. It's the court saying, "How about you
send me something?" Should I read that? Should I interject this thing?
Interject what thing?
The actual filing that talks about this.
If you want to, but let me finish my nonsense.
Okay, finish your wrap up your nonsense, and then we'll insert this because I think it's a little bit more clear than what we're getting from the AI.
Yeah, well, whatever. But he's like he seems to now be leaning on an amicus brief from Matthew Kelly, who also shows up in the Owens adjacent Hey Rob litigation. So apparently, the enemy of my enemy's lawyer amicus brief is my friend. Huh.
I hate that stuff. That hurts my head.
It's stupid. And again, it could just be a little bit of AI hallucinating or sort of extrapolating a bunch of stuff. But like the second thing that I did was I fed it to another model and had it actually take a look at the entirety of all of Gingras's blogs. And like I pointed out these two new ones and that image that had like a court filing in there. So here's what it said.
Did you ask it? Hey, look at all this crap. How crazy is he really? Did you?
I didn't say that because I didn't. I just kind of wanted.
Is that too broad?
It might have been a little too broad, but
that would.
It did give me a TLDR, which is kind of interesting. Better than nothing. So, dipshit the gin grass, an Arizona attorney.
Drink and grass like you mow.
An Arizona attorney fighting his own bar disciplinary proceeding filed an anti-slap motion arguing that the state bar of Arizona is unconstitutionally punishing him for protected speech. On April 30th, the presiding disciplinary judge issued an order asking both sides to brief whether that anti-slap law has even constitutional is even constitutional in this context. Jen Grass reads that as a tactical win. She didn't reject him outright, but he immediately went digging for supporting case law. He tries, but he immediately went digging for supporting case law from a parallel case. That's the cohort thing, and hauled relevant amicus briefs from the courthouse. The image you uploaded, that's that little screenshot in one of the blog posts, is the cover page for one of those briefs. There's a little bit more analysis, the way that it sort of stitches all of the blog entries and stuff together. It says that the blog post has been chronicling a multi-front battle, the bar case itself, discovery fight over Judge Mata, who appears to be evading a subpoena. Again, this is like analysis from dipshit's perspective. So, there's that. And then Jen Grass's broader narrative, the bar is a broken institution weaponizing bar discipline against constitutionality, protected speech, womp, 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 womp.
Whenever they come after me, they're broken and corrupt.
Yeah, exactly, because they're not agreeing with my position. Therefore, they must be against the not that blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I guess TLDR, the de novo review point that he raised earlier means that he's even a loss at the PDJ level, that it's not fatal, but it just moves the fight upstairs to the Supreme Court. which is where he arguably wants it to be anyway. And
He wants it to be a SCOTUS thing. He has
he
got
wants
such
it to
a
go all
hate
the way up.
boner. He has got
Yeah.
such a hate boner to get some case law after himself that he just wants everything to go there.
Correct.
Laura Owens, he said, should have been all the way to SCOTUS. But did they do it? No, because he never would have gotten rid of certiorari.
Yeah.
Never.
And
Never.
so to this dear audience, that the latter analysis of AI is on the non-paid model. Being that tomorrow is the first day of the month, I will be upgrading to the smarter models.
I know.
And,
Now we're gonna have class. What's the word I'm looking for? Aristocracy of AI models.
Yes, AI models versus AI models. And I might just put agents to like fight against each other because that might just be entertaining for me. But I will unlock other things to do broader and deeper analysis on these things and hopefully get something more than just a few hot takes. But we'll see where that goes. But Echoes, you had something that you wanted to share that was a thing.
We've got a document with this one. So
Yeah.
this was posted within his ramblings, and it's a legitimate court document from the presiding.
Could you zoom in so the
judge.
rest of us blind people can just...
Yes. Let me get my
Jesus Christ.
slow, fat little pinky on the zoom button.
Do it.
Okay, is that better?
Yes.
Can everyone? Has it been engorged enough? I could start using Nick Ricada.
Yes, it is erect enough that we can all see it.
We need 60 engorged, veiny members to thrust themselves upon the chat. Sorry, that's just a Ricadaism. He cracks me up.
Shut
He
up!
cracks
I'm
me
gonna
up.
go.
I find
I'm
it
gonna.
funny.
Look. You look
He's
at this.
so overt. He is so
I'll be
overt
right.
at cracking.
I'll be right back.
Okay, you go. Before the presiding disciplinary judge, and this is filed April 30th, so today, 2026, the presiding disciplinary judge, PDJ, has reviewed Respondent Gingras' motion to dismiss pursuant to ARS, etc., also referred to as Arizona's anti-SLAPP law, filed April 14, 2026, in which he argues, quote, dismissal is required because the complaint contains claims which arise from state and federally constitutionally protected speech and petitioning activity, end quote. The PDJ finds that the requested application of ARS, etc., in Arizona attorney discipline to be a case of first impression. The Arizona Supreme Court, the court, is provided with the constitutional responsibility to administer an integrated judicial system, which allows it to regulate the practice of law pursuant to the Arizona Constitution, Article 6, etc., etc. The court has issued rulings in recent cases in which the court has exercised its authority to regulate attorneys' conduct, including pleadings and speech, such as in R.E. Levy, number, etc., in which the court affirmed its finding in R.E. Martinez, Arizona, etc., that the oath and creed, this is important, are not aspirational, but enforceable with regard to an attorney's use of abusive language without regard to whether it reflects the attorney's, quote, honest opinion, end quote, by applying an objective standard to the language. And in R.E. Gajic, Vladimir Gajic, we've talked about briefly, as someone who David Gingras is kind of buddied up to. Gajic reached out to David, and Vladimir Gajic has been on a tirade with the Arizona Bar and Rachel Mitchell for a number of years now, and he calls them all corrupt and all these awful things. And Gajic engaged, apparently, supposedly, allegedly, in a gambit with Rachel Mitchell's now husband before they were married, and it was a whole big rigmarole hullabaloo. And then apparently Vlad Gajic reached out to David Gingras and said, hey, you need to look at my TikTok videos. And there is a TikTok of Vlad Gajic being kind of vile and being abusive to the courts and the judges, and it's just disgusting to me. There's no professionalism when you just go on four-letter epithets and tirades the whole time just to be abusive. And it's my opinion. I'll just interject my opinion even further that every state bar has an obligation and a responsibility, if not a constitutionally protected process, to regulate the profession of being a practicing attorney. If such were not true, then every Arizona bar, every bar in every state would have been struck down as being unconstitutional because they can't regulate speech or conduct. That's bullshit, at least in my opinion. I mean, David Gingras can have a fantasy that he'll overturn that, but I don't think he will. But that's just my opinion. Okay, where was I? Oh, see, I just lose myself in my tirades. Isn't that terrible? We were talking about Gajek. Honest opinion in Ari Gajek, yes. In which the court affirmed the long-term suspension of a lawyer, that being Vladimir Gajek, who was found to have, quote, made unsubstantiated contentions that a judge is engaged in a cover-up, and also made wild and unsubstantiated accusations that several judges are motivated by personal animus, end quote. Given the court's exercise of its constitutional authority in attorney discipline, including the sanctioning of lawyers' conduct and speech, the PDJ finds that it would assist her review for the parties to brief the issue as to whether the court's supremacy precludes this legislation's application in its discipline proceedings. Therefore, it is ordered providing each party the opportunity to submit simultaneously a brief on this subject issue alone that is no more than 10 pages in length and must be filed with the disciplinary clerk no later than 4 p.m. May 21st, 2026. So roughly a month away. Dated this 30th day of April 2026, Lisa A. Vandenberg, disciplinary judge. I think it's pretty straightforward. He declares this a win because she's allowing to brief on the subject matter, which arguably is a newer concept because of anti-SLAPP legislation. But I still don't see how the constitutionally guaranteed ability for the Supreme Court to regulate the legal profession as being in conflict with anti-SLAPP. Yeah, I know they've had some little slap fights with Rachel Mitchell about it. Rachel Mitchell tried to say certain things were unconstitutional. I have not delved so far into the subject of that specifically to know what Rachel Mitchell was after against anti-SLAPP, but I still don't see how anti-SLAPP applies. David, when he is not practicing as an attorney, and here's the rub, could stand on the street corner and say a lot of things if he wasn't identifying himself as a lawyer. But the second he does, that changes the level of responsibility for speech, in my opinion, as predicated by the rules and ethics of the bar. I mean, it varies slightly between state to state, but I don't see how these things are a conflict. I don't see how he's got an easy win. I don't see it. Jeep Daddy's busy typing away.
I am, because, like, no thanks, MK, like, put in a comment that I was, like,
Claude is
wanting to
sick of
respond to.
dinghies.
Yeah. And, like, even when AI is tired of your shit, you've clearly lost the plot.
Yeah. Ducky says they are letting him have his best shot, which will help if he appeals. I think you're right, Ducky. They're just opening all the doors and say, okay, make your case. Ducky also says he does call Hey Rob's lawyer his friend in the blog, but that's a polite way of referring to another lawyer, friend, brother, sister, depending on where you live. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah,
I don't.
My friend across the aisle. How many times have we heard that?
Oh God. The thing that has me scratching my head is I've heard this in other cases, other trials, other situations, just watching other legal proceedings, where lawyers will refer to each other as brother and sister counsel, and I'm like, what is this? That's kind of weird.
That really sounds kind of Mormon-y, honestly.
Yeah, I know. Oh, sister counsel said this, and brother counsel. What? Where did this come from? It's weird. Okay. So there's that lovely little document, which is from presiding disciplinary judge Lisa Vandenberg. So I don't know. I don't know what he's on about. It's not a win. I mean, he does that all the time. Oh, I've won. And then he loses. I mean, I've played the roast of him and Steve and Rachel so many times. I'm kind of over it. Oh, I guess I should have said that. I gave you an easy thing to roast me.
Oh,
okay,
yeah, I guess.
we move on?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, shut your mouth. You don't have to word vomit to the entire world all the time. Your finger pummeling on the keyboard does nobody any good, not even himself. But he doesn't know.
Well, most keyboard warriors really don't get that concept. All they want to do is just sit there and be right.
He can't even be that.
Yeah, exactly. that's the dumb thing. It's like those internet trolls that sit in their parents' basement eating Doritos and washing it down with a fucking Mountain Dew. They're
Monster
more
Energy.
correct than this dipshit that like doesn't even understand. Like fucking AI understands law better than that fucker does. Like, how is that a thing?
I'll help Amy out a little bit more. Having the babies if I don't hear back from you tonight. Oh, oh, oh. There are no ladies that are this tight. Oh, oh. Yeah, I could just keep going, but I won't. We might have to do a Megan Fox musical play along someday. I know others are doing it already, but there's some good stuff in there. I mean, I've got some
Is
good
that
stuff
where
too.
we
I just
live
don't
stream Megan's stream and do the sing along on our own stream?
I don't know. We might be able to get a bunch of us all together and we'll all just sing along. It'll be like karaoke night. I think it'd be great. Maybe Llama and Buffy would host it, or maybe,
That-
or maybe Bacon. Bacon might do it too. We could just have like 20 of us just hanging. It'll be like the bar, you know.
Oh my
Not
God.
the bar, the legal bar, but you know, like Cheers, where everybody knows their name. We're all singing along to Megan Fox songs.
Yeah.
That would be great. That'd be great. You know,
Hey,
I've
they
said,
had a player piano in that in there, and they actually used it in at least one episode. So I mean, we could all gather around the player piano
okay.
and like
There
sing
you
our
go.
songs.
That would make you happy. I think we've got enough talent to have a JFC band. I think there's enough there. It seems like
Probably.
everybody plays something or sings something. I think there's enough. I think we should have a major tailgate party at the criminal trial, because I think that's where it's going. You know, everybody's kind of asking, and they were glad I pinned Bruce's comment about there not being news. But I think no news is good news, at least right now.
Look, are we going to be back on a live tomorrow about like
I don't know.
the outcome of all of this?
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm trying to have a life and not waste my Friday nights blathering on with you, who clearly doesn't like me. But
he doesn't like me. He hates me.
Well, reference our previous, argument. Like you trying to.
That was an argument. Oh, I was.
I don't know. That was just fun, honestly.
Hey, folks, that's insight into the real world for us. This is normal. You could have these things. We could be sitting at a dinner table and just all these things happen.
Yeah, everything's fine.
And then this is value added entertainment. This is the real
is correct.
world. This is not an act.
Because we'll be having Indian chicken nuggets. Everything's going to be fine. And then something happens, and then we're just at each other's throat because
no, not really.
He's trying to clutch his pearls and be pretentious and rude and all the things. And I'm just like, pull the stick out of your ass already.
And see, I only do it to get a rise out of him. That's the whole thing. It's great. It's great.
More or
that
less.
Might be the act. Is
that might be the act.
I rage bait him just a little bit, and he bites. It's great.
Fucking hate you.
I know. Jennifer says this is a JFC convention. I think we'd have to expand the title a little bit, but I blame that on Schnitzel. Robin says, at least I appreciate your analysis, Jeep Daddy. And you see, Robin appreciates you.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot to send you something.
You did? What?
Who was it? Was it Bacon? I think it was Bacon. Did your sign off. And bye. And I went, oh my God, he's going to lose this shit. I forgot to send it to you. I'll do that later off stream.
Yeah, please.
It's like 4 seconds of a sign off. I'm like, oh, he's going to lose it. She's stealing his sign off.
No. Oh my God, I have to trademark that shit.
It might have even been in Laura Owens' demon voice too.
I'm pretty sure that Big Mouth has already trademarked that, but yeah.
That's okay.
But
I think we've done plenty of damage today, don't you?
I mean, we're 6 minutes over the 3-hour mark.
I know, and it's so early that even Toadette is up in the morning. It's got to be Friday for Toadette.
Oh my God!
So we've already eclipsed the international dateline. Damn.
Which is fine. Unlike Echoes, unlike Echoes, I am a creature of the night. So
I used to be a night owl, but not so much anymore. I blame it on the medication.
Well, yeah, you've got other.
I turn into a pumpkin like 11.
Your aging has not helped your night owl-ish.
No, it has not. I blame that on genetics, and there's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, well, maybe my new medication that I'm getting soon will be changing that. I don't know, but
Yeah. Well, at least I'm not at a point where I need to be popping melatonin like jelly beans, but you never know. I have a feeling it's not going to go that way for me.
Maybe.
As long as I avoid some other genetic pitfalls that could be down the pike, that's all I care about, because those are bad things that I don't want.
And Amy, like, mine's just gotten worse as I've aged because I've cared less about what people think about my night owl-ishness, and suddenly not giving a fuck that it's not quote unquote normal. Because again, what the fuck is normal? Somebody fucking tell me what's normal.
Well, I can tell you what's not, and that's Laura Owens and that crazy bitch in Australia.
Oh my god,
that's not normal.
Laura Owens is amateur hour in comparison to that bitch.
No, isn't that great?
It's fucking delightful. God damn.
That's
that was
why
something.
I just had the creepy crawlies when I watched that thing last night. Oh my god, we've got to talk about this. Laura is nobody compared to that woman. It's just
oh my god, that takes it to a whole new level.
Gives me the icky shivers.
As I have aged, I have less fucks to give about what other people think about whether or not I'm like up and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at 6 a.m. That's bullshit. Straight bullshit. I will wake up when I wake up, and I will be awake and brain functional when I'm awake. Sadly, currently my management structure is a bunch of asshats, and that doesn't work. So,
okay, don't compromise your case.
Yeah. Well, there will be a look. There will be a time. There will be a time in which Echoes is going to have an exclusive.
Oh my god!
About a thing.
I don't think we're big enough for that to actually have gravity here, but maybe we can shop it around.
Hey, look, if Omar wants to come and interview me and nothing but his skivvies, I will gladly participate.
I don't even think Omar's quite big enough, but I don't disagree with that thought either.
I'll help boost. I'll help boost his.
Okay, down
something.
Down.
Stop.
Don't embarrass yourself. But we maybe
embarrass myself. Really?
Yes. Maybe we can rub shoulders with Megan Fox or Tug or some of these other places that really like to lay into corporate nonsense. I think Megan would do that, but I'm not like buddies with Megan yet. Ish, maybe. I don't know. She doesn't really.
I'm not going to spoil anything from what I got going on in my own life.
No,
But
don't.
Look, I'm going to have a really epic story to tell at some point. So just look. Hang on to your tits, folks, because I got a thing.
You got a thing.
I got a thing.
Get the bustier out, strap them in. Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with off-roading. So
and it has nothing to do with
none of that's going to be on my channel on Off-Road Entropy. That's going to be me getting my Jeep dirty and pulling people out of their bullshit. Maybe Echoes is going to get his precious little car stuck somewhere, and I'm going to film
you never know.
Pulling it out with one of my various diesel toys, and I will record that and post it.
Well, when the world collapses and we have a weather cataclysmic event like in what was it, Day After Tomorrow, and everyone's huddling in their yurts or whatever, the world falls apart with weird storms. Yeah, come rescue me on a Jeep. Yes, please. Get out that diesel stuff and save my ass, and we'll drive to the border where it's warmer.
Sure.
What was that? Jake Gyllenhaal, Day After Tomorrow? Yeah, that's the name of the movie.
Do we get to take Jake Gyllenhaal with us?
He's too old.
Too old?
I think we could do
really?
better.
You'd throw him out of bed for his ID age? Really?
I don't know that he's so pretty anymore. I don't know. I'd have to see what he looks like these days. I'm not so sure. I mean, it's not like I'm a good looker, but but come on. If we can set our sights a little bit higher.
And yes, Jennifer, let's not even discuss what it talk. What would it cost me down to Bend and back? Like a tank of gas in my Jeep, unfortunately, was close to a 3-figure number, and I just
Oh my
cried
god.
as I filled that up. But that's just what
It's
we
bad.
do for our hobbies and our
It's called
passions.
personal sacrifice. And it's not like he goes
Yeah,
to Starbucks 5 times a day like other people in his line of work.
that's true. I do not.
Yeah.
I like to. I do the pour over at Jeep Daddy's garage.
Your discretional spending happens in different ways.
Yeah, like memberships to speakeasies.
Oh my god. Okay, you
Yeah,
can tell me later.
I haven't told you that yet, but
You can tell me later. That sounds like a juicy story before I go to bed.
yeah, it's kind of fun. You're not a
Oh my
drinker, so
goodness. So what?
you would be
So what?
welcome. But
Am I required to imbibe? Is that a thing?
we'll find you a zero. We'll find you. We'll find you a Mormon appropriate drink to have, since
We're
I
gonna
don't want you
ball
to.
gag you with a syringe of alcohol
I
until
don't want to. I
you
don't want you to clutch your pearls the entire night or whatever.
No, see, I'd probably vomit like the first shot of something. I'm just
You
that
would
bad.
not. You're
But I would.
just don't be a pussy. You'll be fine.
I saw a cute kitty today, but I won't talk about that right now.
What?
No, not around here. Don't get excited.
God, Jesus Christ!
No, I've become a little bit of a fan of watching Dean Withers, and he's got a cat.
Oh, okay.
Cat named Momo. Very cute. Very cute.
Hmm.
So, all right, I think we need to end this thing. So, thanks everybody for joining us.
Do we have any
this evening.
sign-offs that we need to like?
we covered all the super chats. We got the $4.99 from Rosalind Duke at 7:10 local time. Honk, she said, and Real Karsten with the 5, talking about credit card employees quietly scouring the purchase history, looking for more.
I'll put this
so
up.
I think we covered everybody.
Amy, I will give you. You are welcome to hold your tits as long as you would like, as long as it pleases you. I will.
Your body, your
do,
choice. That's what
you
I'll say.
do you, and if that brings you pleasure and gratitude, have fun. Go mad. I will not. Unlike Echoes, I will not judge you and clutch pearls for whatever it is you choose to do.
Someone's got to do the pearl clutching. You're far too simple. There's
I'm
got to
far
be
too
balance.
what?
Simple.
I'm not me simple. Really?
When it comes to pearl clutching, yes.
I beg to differ.
You hardly ever clutch your pearls. That's the thing. That's my job. Everyone's
it
got
is
their
your job, and that's why I'm going to poke at you. Like, and
of course, forever.
Yeah, forever.
Casey Jimmy says if LO rejects the deal, it will be a great temperature check for the DA to know they will be dealing with a fully committed, irrational life form. Mr. Data, what does the deflector dish say? There's no intelligent life form. And, in terms of dates coming up, someone's foreclosure on their house in Casita and horse romping area is happening. Nothing's entered the chat that could change that right now. What was that, May 26th? On the courthouse steps, last I checked. I think it was May 26th.
Is there a GoFundMe link to like buy that as a collective?
There should be. There should be a collective
really
community effort to turn it into like the Laura Owens Museum or something, or the Clayton Eckerd Bed and Breakfast. I don't know. What do you do with it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird piece of property. It's weird. Yeah.
Like,
I wish I brought. They are nice. Hey, if you've got it, work with it.
Go with it. If give what your mama gave you, and
shake what your mama gave you.
Exactly. I wish I wish that would do it for me, and that I could enjoy. I just unfortunately I can't. And if you've got a male partner, I will appreciate potentially him. But I can't. I just
real.
it's just not. It just
And the TLDR and the plea deal is that we have not heard anything. All we know about the plea deal is what little Clayton Echard leaked. Well, I can't say leaked. That's not the right word. He dribbles before he shoots. What little Clayton inferred. So you just gotta, if you're gonna go for the jokes,
little Clayton.
Well, she did insult him. Like, oh, at first it was a finger, and then he really stuck it in, and I couldn't tell the difference. Like, ooh, what a burn. I'll bet Clayton's a little better off than just a little finger.
I would, given what I've seen so far, I certainly hope so.
I mean, it's not hanging down to his kneecaps, but
I've been disappointed by men before, so that's
true.
Yeah.
Even tall men. There have been some big disappointments.
Yeah.
There have been some surprises. I'm like, oh, we're about the same height. Whoa, what's that thing? It's funny sometimes, but yes, we don't know all of the. Nothing official.
We don't know. We don't know yet.
But we do know from Clayton's disappointment, it sounds like what is offered in the deal does not include any sort of jail time. That was revealed in Love Trap.
Sort of.
11,
That's kind of a.
And so if you want to hear
insinuation.
What you can either rewind to the beginning of our video, hear our live once we kill it off, and I mean that in the nicest sense. Once we end, that'll be at the front
violent.
Of the history. I'm ready to violently go to bed. Or you can go listen to episode 11 of Love Trapped. It's in the last 5 minutes or so of the episode before you hit the commercials. And you can learn a little more about the bankruptcy too. So we wait, we watch, we wait. We're sitting on needles. And the second something happens, I'll be talking about it on all my platforms, which aren't many because I'm lazy that way. That'll include this. I've got lots of people that like hearing the news in my community posts on YouTube. So I do that. I do the Twitter, and that's about it, even though I do have some other accounts other places, but I just don't use them. I'm lazy.
There's a lot of platforms to be had out there. Like, and Amy, I will I will take your word that they are absolutely fabulous. Like,
what, to each their own, whatever. She talks.
I don't understand why some gay men really get into tits. They do. No
I
shade.
know some.
Yes,
toys.
I've known some over the course of my life, but like
something round and squishy. I want to grab. I know some of those.
I just don't understand. Personally, I just don't understand it.
But maybe mommy issues. I don't know.
Y'all have fun, go mad, live your best life.
Do your thing.
Enjoy. And if you've got, look, Amy, if you've got some fabulous boobs, do it. Like, flaunt them. Do what you want to do. Yeah.
If you have terrific tits, live
do
your
it.
best life.
Do it. Do it.
We'll try not to yuck your yum, but if it's funny, we may laugh and point.
Maybe.
It just depends.
And maybe I will compliment them from just a purely aesthetic sort of perspective.
Some people do weird things.
They're just not going to really, on that level, on that sort of like, lower chakra level, they're not going to do it for me, but that's,
I once flashed my 2 gay best friends and I thought I blinded them. That's better.
You might have. You might have.
I saw some nips. Oh my god. Don't flash anything else. They may be scarred for life.
They might.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll tell you about the coffee shop that I used to go to when I lived in Denver. That
and you don't want to get hit up for indecent exposure.
Show me a bit of extra that I wasn't exactly expecting.
No nudity charges. You don't want to get slapped in the slammer for flashing things.
I wasn't going to file charges. I just was kind of confused as to what was going on. But that's
Well, I'm just saying, be careful.
What
happens?
I wasn't the one flashing. I was not the one flashing.
Well, at least you've got that on tape. That's important. Okay, let's not go any further before you get into trouble. I'm not going to save your ass on that one. All right, thanks again.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there you go. That's the threshold that Echoes is going to just abandon me. Okay.
No, but I will do this and say thanks everybody for joining us this evening. Make sure you hit the buttons, the like.
Hit these buttons.
The like and subscribe, and don't forget the hype. You get up to 3 hypes a day.
Thank you all very much for joining. He
And
regrets
thanks to
giving
our
me all
super-
of these buttons. Thank you for
And
the
thanks
super
to our
chats.
super chats and our super tippers and all those other
Yes,
good things.
thank you
Someone did
very
say
much.
get super tits. Yeah, supertips.gg.
Yeah.
I'll look into that at some point. I don't think we're big enough for that, but they don't take as much out of your ass in what they give you.
Big enough
YouTube
for
is about
that,
30% they take away. Super tips is only about 10%. So you get more out of a super tip. And you get to have fun with AI voices, which strangely enough can sound like people you might recognize.
Oh,
So yeah, well, Megan's got Pregnancy Faker and Douche Canoe and a bunch of other voices, and other people use it too. It's great fun. Nick Ricada's got some stuff. It looks a little bit Chinese sketchy type site, so I want Jeep Daddy to thoroughly vet it before I even think about it.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, see, I'm going to use his experience as internet security professional.
I am a cybersecurity professional. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but until next time, and should any Laura Owens breaking news happen, you'll hear it on my socials, and as soon as I can, I'll hop on, because, some of us work real jobs for real breadsticks, and we can't just live in front of a camera at the drop of a hat. It just doesn't work that way.
Fake breadsticks, really. Let's be real.
Well, ones and zeros are fake either way. They're just electrons sitting in a RAM chip.
Really, exactly.
But that's a different problem for another day. So until next time, everybody, bye.